So, who wants to win a free RC car? Well, this MN86K crawler kit will be shipped free to the winner of this month's Driftomaniacs F1 Pit Stop Challenge, and that's wherever you are in the world. Now, whilst this month's challenge is fairly simple, like I will demonstrate to you in just a second, there are a few rules you want to take note of along the way, so do watch to the end of this video if you're going to enter this, because failure to stick to the rules will mean your entry to win this prize is invalid. And I would say from the outset, this month's challenge has been specifically designed to be done by anyone, anywhere in the world, with any RC car. And it doesn't matter how much or little space you have got, you are going to be able to do this challenge, provided you've got an RC car of any size that you can take all four wheels off and put them back on again. So you could do this challenge with a large crawler, a small crawler, a saloon car, a small drift car, a really big car, a truggy. Well, you get the picture. You can enter this challenge with any RC car as long as it's got four wheels that you can remove and put back on again. How hard can that be, Richie? To win this car? So what is Driftomaniacs F1 Pit Stop Challenge about? Well, just like in F1 racing, you're going to have to change all four wheels over on your car. Now, recognising that not everybody has a complete new set to put on their car, you are simply going to have to change the wheels over either from side to side or from end to end on there. But you cannot simply undo one wheel and screw it back on the same wheel. You've got to maybe undo this front one, undo the rear one, swap them over and put them back on. You could do it from side to side, whichever is your preference on there. But all four wheels must change position. Okay, just the once, if that makes sense. Although some of you out there would probably like to justify to your wife, well, you'd have to go out and buy a new set of RC car tyres. This is designed to be done by anyone and at as low a cost as possible. So this month's challenge is going to be fairly simple indeed to do wherever you are in the world. But there are a few rules in place to keep things on a level playing field and ensure that the winner of this month's prize is the correct one. And I would say, if you like this challenge, feel free to share it with friends, because I do feel this is a pretty darn good prize on here. Also, you are welcome to enter this competition as many times as you like. However, and why should you get your entry in early? Well, in the event of a dead heat on the time of this one, the winner that takes home this prize will be the one that put their entry in first of all. Now, one key rule from the outset, I would say, while you're free to use any wheel spanner that you choose to, you are not allowed to use any form of power tools to undo the wheels. You've got to do it the old-fashioned way. Nor can you simply put the spanner on the car wheel nut and get somebody else to give it the thing full throttle, causing the wheel nut to unscrew. You've got to do it the manual, old-fashioned way. Now, whilst you're free to use any choice of wheel spanner you want, you are going to need a mobile phone or some other visible means of timing on screen. Videoing it and then timing the run with a little digital counter in your video is not going to be acceptable, because I recognise somebody could speed the video up, then put the timer on afterwards. So it's not going to be acceptable. So you're going to need either a stopwatch or a stopwatch on a phone like this. So when you start it, I want to see it down on the, I want to see 0 at the start, down on the counter in the shot all of the time, then stop it at the end. But first of all, you're going to need to show me that the wheels are nice and tight on the car. And I don't just want people doing this on here, because anybody could do that and really not put a lot of effort in there. What I want to see people do is power the car up, give it full throttle in forwards, full throttle in reverse, steer it from side to side at the same time as giving it throttle on there. So we can see that none of the wheels are moving around, which they would be doing if the wheel nuts are loose. You're also going to need to do that at the end of the video. Now you've shown me that, we're now going to start the stopwatch. Okay, go. Now I would leave it up to you as to how you want to change the wheels around and what you want to do. But the mechanics of it are pretty simple. I will speed this up. I do not want to see your videos speeded up. I'm just going to speed this up for convenience. I want to see yours in one continuous shoot. I think doing this is easy. You'd think, wouldn't you? Think again. And I had this problem earlier with the nuts just simply not wanting to bite on. But you are welcome to enter as many times as you want. Okay, nice and tight on there. So we're swapping them around for end to end. We're not putting them back on the same side. Or they're not putting them back on the same wheel, rather. That is essential. I don't want the same wheel being taken off and putting the same axle on there. Okay, spinning the car around. And now you see why I'm using the turntable. And only one person is to do this at a time. Only one, so it's not a family affair. Well, the family can enter, but only one person to be working on the car and doing the challenge. I will put a more detailed list of rules below the video. Like I say, I want to see them nice and tight. Please enter this in the spirit of the competition on that. Because if the wheels are vibrating around all over the place, I do reserve the right to disqualify the entry or get you to redo it. Okay, as soon as we're done, stop the timer. Surprising how long it takes. But you should get it done quicker if you're not talking at the same time. Now, there is one thing. With the car still where it is, you're going to turn the power back on, full throttle again, in both directions. And we're going to do exactly the same, steering the wheels round on there. So we can check that nothing's coming loose, there are no vibrations, all the wheels are done, nice and tight. So it's just the time, but the time that is going to count is purely the time from when you start changing the wheels to when you stop. But it's essential that you show me in the video, in one continuous take, the wheels moving on the car before you start the timer and the wheels moving on the car after. If you do it, it's edited into sections, that's not going to count. You can understand it's got to be got to be done in one continuous take to make sure that it is fair for everybody entering. So, there we go. That is the basic mechanics of Richie's F1 Pit Stop Challenge. Enter this and you stand a chance of winning this car. The fastest time worldwide will win that car and it will be shipped free worldwide to whoever wins it. However, I do reserve the right, you have got to follow what I've just shown you pretty much exactly. Also in the description of this video, there is some text that I need you to put in the title of your video, and in the description below this video, there's also some text that I need you to put in the description of your video. And lastly, and most importantly, to enter, you must post the link to your video entry in the comment section below this video. Failure to do that will mean you've not entered. You could have the fastest time, 2 seconds faster than anyone else. Unless you posted it in the comment section below this video, I won't know you've entered. Okay, so you must do that. It will go into my spam box on YouTube. I will go in each day, pull them out, share them with those videos with my subscribers. If we get 2 people that are at a dead heat for first place, it will be the person that put their entry in first of all that wins the car. Simple as that. So that is an incentive to get your entries in as soon as possible, and the competition closes at midnight on the very last day of March 2021. Anyway, if you like the idea of this challenge, please share it with friends, as I have a feeling entry for this might be quite fierce and competitive. You are free to enter, however old or young you are, wherever you are in the world, and you're free to enter as many times as you want. So may the best man or woman win. Any comments or questions you might have, please ask away in the comments section below the video, and do feel free to share with friends, because that is a cracking prize. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.